What is up, guys? Today, it's just going to be me and Tim here running Brews and Balls.
Yep. Matt and David are out today. So it's just me and Guido kicking it. What's going on, guys?
We still got some good stuff today, though. We got March Madness to go over, some more NFL free agency going over, and it's just some other stuff. We're going to do some MLB divisional winners, then just
bullshit.
Kick sports. Yeah. We just going to talk.
Yeah. All right, so
you know what we got to do first.
Matt, David, why aren't you here?
So good. Oh yeah.
What you drinking?
My usual now, the Arnold Palmer's spiked.
This is my usual, cool, calm, collect the surf side.
Yes, sir.
So
now they are fire. Oh my god,
yeah,
so good.
You gave me one the other day, and that one was pretty good. But
one of these,
yeah, but good. They don't be having them out at bars, do they?
Not really, no.
Yeah, like
I only ever really get them from liquor stores.
Yeah, they have these that's like some bars.
I feel like most bars are getting them now.
Yeah, most bars are getting them now, but like I'll be pissed if they don't. But all right, so we gonna go over March Madness first. There's been a lot of stuff going on. I feel like right now we're just gonna go over just like the first two rounds. We got a couple of games going on today. Maryland's playing today against Colorado State.
Yeah, so that's what we're most hyped about.
Yeah, facts. All right, so in the South we'll go over first. Auburn clearly won their first game against Alabama State. They played Creighton last night.
Who was rooting for?
Yeah, I put money on Creighton last night.
That was a good game, though.
That was a great game. They kind of folded in the end. I knew Auburn was going to win, but just for, like, shits and giggles, it's March Madness, so, like, really anybody can do it.
And it was close the whole time we were watching, pretty much.
Yeah.
Until the very end when Auburn started running with it.
I was surprised that Creighton beat Louisville in the first round, though, 89-75.
Yeah.
That was kind of a throw off for me, but hey, they did it, and they put up a good fight against Auburn. So
no, absolutely, yeah.
Auburn's gonna go ahead and face Michigan. It's to be dated, but that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, definitely. Michigan, they came off a big win.
Yeah, Michigan damn near blew out Texas A&M last night, 91-79.
Damn.
Yeah, right. Dropping down more in the South, Ole Miss beat North Carolina at first, 71-64. North Carolina's kind of going down. I remember North Carolina,
that was being like a team.
Yeah, like Duke is still on top, but now it's just like North Carolina's going down and Duke's still staying as one of the tops.
Hey, there's our boy Dave. Should be here with us, but it's all good. It's all good.
Iowa State beat Lipscomb 82-55. That was
given, but
that was a given.
Blowout.
Ole Miss is gonna face Iowa State, the 6 seed and the 3 seed, tonight at 7:45. Who you got?
I feel like Ole Miss might pull through.
You think?
Yeah, they may pull through with the upset.
Yeah,
even though Iowa State's coming off a huge win, but I mean, look at who they played. Ole Miss played North Carolina.
Yeah,
came out on top. Iowa State played Lipscomb. Like, that's not even the same as.
And like honestly, when you get down to like it's the 6 seed and the 3 seed, those are really all interchangeable at the end of the day.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean? 100%. So at this point in March Madness, I feel like the seeds don't really matter unless it's like the game that we're about to talk about next. New Mexico, they beat Marquette, the 10 seed against the 7 seed, and now New Mexico is about to play Michigan State, 10 against the 2.
Yeah, that's when we really get like our big upsets.
Yeah. So.
If someone that is a lower seed makes it up to like the next round, and then they win, that's like, oh shit, that's a big upset. I feel like when it comes to like the first round, like you get your big upsets if like the number one gets beat by
the 16th seed or something like that.
That's crazy.
Right.
But typically I feel like your big upsets come in this next round, so we're really going to see like what's ready to happen. Yeah.
So who do you got, Ole Miss or Iowa State?
Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
I'm rocking with. I don't know why, but I got a feeling.
I'm gonna just go against you. I'm gonna say Iowa State. I think they'll just keep pushing.
What time's that? 7:45.
7:45. Yeah.
All right.
And then we're going down. So Marquette got upset by New Mexico State, 75-66. And then in that other little bracket, Michigan State blew out Bryant, the 15th seed.
Dang.
New Mexico, Michigan State. Who you got?
Now New Mexico came off of a nice little upset win, but they're about to get dog walked.
Yeah,
they're about to get dragged.
Yeah.
It was nice seeing y'all in the first round, but GG's. Y'all have fun.
I don't think they got I don't think they got a shot.
Back to New Mexico.
Michigan State's tough.
Yeah,
bro. I was seeing them play Maryland and hit that. Wasn't Michigan State the one that hit the half-court game winner against us?
I don't remember.
Neither
Maryland
one of
had
the
like
Michigan
4
teams.
back-to-back buzzer beater losses. So I mean, they all started to blur together.
So that's a little bit of the South. We still gotta wait on the couple of games today going on.
Hold up. Out of that bracket, who do you see it making it to the very end? Out of the final teams we got so far.
So right now, Auburn and Michigan are already the next dated game.
Do you think Auburn moves on?
Auburn's tough.
Do you think we get an Auburn-Michigan State at the end?
I definitely think. See, Lowe's gonna hate me. What do you say? Michigan State had the buzzer beater. Yeah, exactly. So Lowe's gonna hate me for it. His ass should have been on the pod today. We had him.
We had a guest scheduled. He backed out last minute, of course. But it is what it is.
But
drop a L Logan to chat. That's what we need.
Yeah.
L Log. L Mans.
I'm gonna say Auburn not definitely, but I think Auburn's gonna beat Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Michigan is kind of a little fraudulent. I betted on Michigan last night just against Texas A&M, but against a team like Auburn, they're big men. They got good guards.
Yeah,
I think they take that over. Ole Miss, Iowa State, and then Michigan State.
I don't see either one of them beating Michigan State.
You don't?
I don't think so.
I
picked Ole Miss, so
right.
If Ole Miss wins, I don't think they beat Michigan State.
Yeah. If it is Iowa State that goes, I'm gonna keep rocking out with Iowa State because I'm not fucking with Michigan State. So I think it'll be Auburn and Iowa State that comes out of that bracket, and I think Auburn's gonna take it to at least the Final Four.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Oh man. Yo, Dave, you surely active in this chat, but you're not active right now. So what's going on, little academy boy?
Yeah, L. David, drop that in the chat.
Right, L. David.
All right, moving on to the West.
So, West, out of this first little bracket, Florida at first beat Norfolk State 95-69. Florida's tough, man.
Yeah.
So it's like against the 16th seed like Norfolk State, they're gonna do what they do. UConn beat Oklahoma 67-59. That was kind of a look. Bro, you can't keep interrupting the pod when you're not here, bro.
Yeah, stay at home. Tuck them.
Yo, David is the type of guy, when we bashing him, he gonna try to throw someone lower under the bus.
But he's always mad. He throws under the bus.
He's throwing Matt under the bus. He got a kid and shit to take care of. What's up with you? Oh, Matt. L. David, bro. Anyways, UConn beat Oklahoma State. That was a little tough game. Yeah. Oklahoma's tough. I thought they were gonna beat UConn. But next game at 12:10, while this is going on, Florida and UConn's about to kick off. Who do you got?
Probably Florida. Even though they are the number one.
That's gonna be tough.
Florida should win that.
Yeah. I definitely think Florida's gonna come out on top. And then for the next little bracket, we got Memphis got upset by Colorado State by 8 points.
The 5 losing to the 12.
And then Maryland beat Grand Canyon 81-49. That was belt to ass.
Yeah. And we about to do it again.
Maryland faces Colorado State at 7:10 today.
belt ass again.
I got Maryland. We going. So, damn.
I'm rocking with the home team. I don't care who comes out of that, Florida or UConn, Maryland. This is our year.
And it's going to scare me. Like, Maryland beats Colorado State, and then Florida beats UConn. Florida versus Maryland, bro. Yeah. If we beat Florida, that'll be...
I'm talking my shit.
That'll be our go. We're winning if we beat Florida. All right. 6 seed Missouri lost to 11 seed Drake, 67-57. And then Texas Tech beat UNC Wilmington 82-72. Drake and Texas Tech played last night, and I kind of knew this was going to happen, but Texas Tech beat Drake 77-64. Did you think anything otherwise?
No. Just looking at that, I would have said, Texas Tech got that.
Yeah.
I think they should have beat them even more. 77-64, man, they should have spanked the shit.
Yeah. And then 10 seed Arkansas beat 7 seed Kansas. Kansas was like another team back in the day that was like mad consistent,
100%.
Top seed all the time, and they're just
solidified. Yeah. It's just now, you got to think every so many years, the teams at the bottom sort of work their way up. They make big changes in, the school, coaching, staff, all that stuff. They slowly start recruiting better.
Right.
So them top teams start falling because, man, nobody wants to go there anymore. Like, that's a team of the past. This is the new team to start going to. So you start getting them new teams who start overcoming the well-known schools.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to see
and, like, with Duke, when Coach K left, I thought that was, like, kind of going to be
the
Duke's downfall of Duke. But
Duke is still Duke.
Yeah, Duke is still Duke.
It's Duke.
Dave, I'm taking care of my kid, Matt. Bro, where's your kid at?
David,
you don't got no kid.
David
you don't got no
like
responsibility.
David built like a kid. Matt taking care of David.
God damn. So yeah, Kansas got knocked out by Arkansas, and then number 2 St. John's beat Omaha 83-53, a 30-ball long. God damn.
But then lost in the next. Damn.
And then got upset by Arkansas. Golly.
Yeah.
So
Arkansas might be like that.
Right. So number 3 Texas Tech plays number 10 Arkansas. To be day, that's probably going to be like what, Monday?
Probably Monday is something.
Probably.
Like that. I don't know. We might see another upset. Arkansas
they just knocked off. Right. They just knocked off Kansas, and then they knocked off St. John's. I had St. John's being in Arkansas. I didn't even think Arkansas was going to beat Kansas, to be honest. But shit, who do you got?
I feel like the obvious choice is Texas Tech. But Arkansas, I mean, they're on a hot streak right now.
Yeah, they're on a run.
When you're hot, you're hot. I mean, Texas Tech is still coming to just put them out like that. Right. But I think it's going to be closer than everybody thought it was.
And, like, you look at Texas Tech's last 2 games, they won by 10 against the number 14 seed. Mm-hmm. And then they won by 13 against Drake.
Arkansas might have a game.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough matchup. And once you get that momentum in a tournament like this, just knocking off better teams, confidence shifts, momentum shifts.
Yeah.
So
Arkansas might be the team to put money on.
Yeah, facts. I might have to throw in a little.
I don't even bet like that. And Arkansas might be looking good right now.
Yeah.
I wonder what their odds are.
I don't know, but Texas Tech is coming out the gate -5.5. So I don't know how them odds would add up, but
let's see. I'll try to pull it up real quick, and we'll see what we're working with.
Thanks. So out of the West, who do you think is going to come up? The top 2 teams
out of the West.
Maryland
and Arkansas.
Yeah,
I gotta go with Maryland.
If Maryland and Arkansas like go into the top out of that bracket, Maryland's definitely taking it into the Final Four.
Yeah.
They got to, bro.
Bro, that'd be so tough. Imagine. Oh my God. Please.
Like in like our time, Maryland has never really like I think they made it in all my years. They made it to the Elite 8 like one time.
I want to
say usually go to the Sweet 16 and get knocked out, but like this is the most deep roster Maryland has.
Yeah.
Derek Queen's balling.
Yeah.
Julian Reese, another big man, been balling. And then we got great guards, Gillespie and Rice. they can shoot the shit out of the ball. And then our bench is pretty deep too. We got Miguel coming off the bench. He can make shit happen. He's throwing up threes like crazy off the bench. And they don't really turn the ball over that much. Like, you look at the Grand Canyon matchup, and our guards were handling the ball really well.
Yeah.
Kind of slow at first, but in a little interview, Julian Reese, he was saying that, it was just nerves and everything like that.
Yeah.
They got situated. They started feeding the ball down low, getting the big man going, and that ultimately, just lifted off.
I feel like that's in college basketball. I feel like that's the key. You get your big men going, then it opens up the rest of the game for the guards. Just because, like, I feel like in college, you got like you got teams that don't have too many really like great true big men.
Right, exactly.
So when you got a great true big man and you can get him going, that's a wrap.
And like it makes the guards' jobs easier, right?
Yeah.
So, you're using your big man, they're getting involved early.
Yeah.
The guards ain't doing much.
They're just feeding down low.
Right, they're feeding down low, and then they start working in, the pick and roll game.
Yep. Damn, Arkansas is only plus 188. I thought it was gonna be more.
They're
the 10 seed going to the third.
That's a sign, bro. I thought like with the 10 seed playing the 3 seed, you would think that the odds would be higher.
Yeah, I for sure thought it was gonna be at least 200 something, maybe like 230.
Right.
Damn.
Time to let children open their wings. Have a good podcast, Bruce.
Go back to bed, old man.
Yeah, right.
But damn, I wouldn't expect that. So, I for sure thought it was gonna be higher.
So yeah, it's either gonna be.
I mean, even look, Michigan plus 265 against Auburn. But you mean to tell me Arkansas is only 188?
Right. That's a sign, bro.
Yeah.
That's a sign. Everybody bet on Arkansas. I guarantee y'all gonna win money.
Watch that shit.
And don't come for me if they lose either. Don't come for me if they lose either.
They get packed up.
All right, we're gonna go to the East. We all done with the South and the West.
Yeah.
Florida is already up 3 on UConn right now. All right, so with the East, Duke played the 16th seed, Mount St. Mary's. They put belt to ass on them.
God damn.
93-49. That was kind of a given. Like, you didn't even have to think about that.
Mount St. Mary's, y'all shouldn't even get off the plane.
Yeah, right. And then Baylor had a close one against Mississippi State, the 9 and the 8 seed, 75-72. Duke and Baylor play at 2:40, the 9 seed versus the 1 seed. I'm gonna keep going with Duke, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, their team is deep, and Baylor. I don't know too much about Baylor, but in basketball they're always pretty nice. But
yeah,
it's right in there. I think Duke's gonna make it out like to the Final Four.
I can see that. Only thing is, I feel like for whatever reason, when Duke goes up against either Oregon or Arizona, I feel like it's gonna be Arizona. I feel like Duke might run into some trouble.
Versus Arizona?
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, you pick Oregon or Arizona, they're going to give them
they're going to give them hell.
Yeah. So
even though they're both the 5 and 4, they could easily be 2, 3. Like either team of those, I feel like could have moved up into 2 or 3. So I mean, seeing them next round, that's a little scary on Duke's schedule.
Right.
But Duke should run with it.
Thanks. All right, so we got Oregon beat Liberty, 5 seed beat the 12 seed, 81-52, and then Arizona beat Akron, 93-65. Oregon and Arizona play at 9:40 tonight, the 5 versus the 4 seed. Who do you got?
Arizona.
I got Arizona.
I got Arizona.
But that's going to be a tough one. I mean, Oregon is always good. They could definitely pull it off. But Arizona's deep. They're deep. BYU versus VCU. That was these are the first rounds of March Madness. BYU beat VCU 80-71. And then in that same little bracket, Wisconsin beat Montana 85-66. That was kind of a given.
Damn, Wisconsin lost.
Right. And then last night, BYU played Wisconsin. The 6 seed upset the 3 seed 91-89. That was tough. 2 points. BYU continues out of whoever wins in this.
Should be Alabama.
Right. So the last little leg in the East was St. Mary's beat Vandy 59-56. That was a little close.
That's a good game, yeah.
Right. And then Bama beat Robert Morris 90-81. Damn, that was a little close
game, yeah.
The 2 seed against the 15 seed and only win by 9. When like you're seeing like in the couple other ones, them high seeds versus the really low seeds.
Yeah,
they're blowing them out by like 20.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a little. That's
so
not,
that was a little bit too close for comfort for Alabama.
Now, do you think Alabama bounces back and works St. Mary's, or do you think we got another close game? Nah. I mean, St. Mary's only put up 59 points.
Right, that's what I was about to say. I think Bama's going to beat St. Mary's just for the fact that if St. Mary's tries to go in and be like, all right, 60 points is going to do it, it's not going to do it. Like, y'all are going to be going back and forth. Bama's going to put up 80 to 90.
Yeah.
And St. Mary's, you're just going to have to keep going and putting up buckets right back.
It's just going to have to be a shootout. No defense, just straight shootout.
So, but I don't think they can do that. I think Alabama's going to continue on, and that'll be the matchup, BYU versus Alabama.
Okay.
Who do you think is going to make it out of this bracket in the Elite Eight?
I'm calling the Arizona upset. Arizona beats Oregon and Duke. I don't know. Duke should win it, but how often does it the first and 2 from every bracket makes it all the way?
Yeah, facts.
Like, I mean, it happens, but I don't know. There's got to be an upset somewhere right here.
I think in the Elite Eight, it'll be I'm going to keep going Duke. And, like, BYU put up 90 against Wisconsin, so it's like,
yeah,
BYU might fuck around and beat Alabama. I'm going to say BYU and Duke are going to make it out.
I like it.
So, and then the last little fourth of the bracket is going to be the Midwest. Oh, yeah, and guys, we live on TikTok right now, too. I'm doing it on my phone, but go over on TikTok, drop a follow, Brews and Ball podcast. We be posting clips, everything like that on there. Trying to get our followers up and everything. This is our first live going on here.
Yeah.
So, tune in on there, drop a follow, drop a comment. Yeah. And also, this is our first time going live on Instagram too, right?
Yeah.
Is it working?
I believe it should be up. We'll see. Let me see if I can find it. No. Hold up. I think now it is. It's supposed to have already been on.
Right.
Now it is.
All right.
Damn. That should have been on, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so we live now on Instagram, TikTok. We got X going and YouTube. If you're not following all of them social medias,
what are you doing?
You got to, man. On the YouTube, we're gonna be doing like some other little YouTube videos. Tell them what you got.
We're planning to do some basketball videos, do some basketball challenges, get the guys in, bring some of our homeboys in, get that going. We're gonna do a soccer one, a softball/baseball one, depending on what we go with, a football one. Then eventually we're gonna do a football tournament. Each member of Brews and Ball is gonna get their own team put together. We're going to go out, recruit our own people, do like a 5-on-5. We're going to go up to a field for a day, film everything. We're going to try to live stream it, but I don't know how that's going to work out with so many teams trying to play at the same time.
I think just editing everything and
I think we're going to just pre-record it and put that out as like the Brews and Ball tournament. Hopefully that goes well. We can start doing it next, the following year, do it again, maybe bring in some more people, more teams, and just grow it. But, yeah, we definitely plan on the YouTube side of things to start getting more like long video content out. As of right now, we just put some shorts up here and there, and then all of our lives go onto YouTube. But pretty sure this summer we're gonna knock out as much like in-person YouTube sports content as much as we can. So
and also
be on the lookout for that. It's really good.
And for fantasy, Brews and Ball last year, we did sort of like a gauntlet for the seeding and everything like that.
Yeah.
But this year, I'm pretty sure Dave and all of us, we decided that with the whole fantasy football league, we're gonna go out to like we're gonna rent a cabin for like a weekend, and we're gonna record content, do like some football videos, and
so
just
fun.
like a vlog kind of just like the weekend. We're gonna do like the draft gauntlet there.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of the guys from the fantasy football league having a good time, doing that kind of thing. So that's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be literally brews and ball. It's gonna be
straight.
lots of drinking and just
Bullshit.
It's gonna be funny.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun. You're gonna
and we're gonna mash it up in a vlog. I don't know if we're gonna stream it.
We'll try to stream some of it as much as we can.
Yeah, but I think that kind of vid is gonna be maybe a little bit edited.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like an hour-long video. Kind of vid, we'll throw up.
So be on the lookout. We got a lot of things coming. So y'all just stay tuned. So now we got the Midwest. Houston played the 16th seed SIUE. They blew them out, 78-40. This is the first round we're going over, and then we're gonna hop in. So what we've been doing is the first two matchups of the first round, and then the next branch of the bracket.
Yeah.
Gonzaga beat Georgia 89-68. God
damn, for the 8 and 9, I'm
right.
That's not what you want to see.
That's crazy. Yeah. Shit. So Houston and Gonzaga played yesterday. Houston beat Gonzaga 81-76, so they advanced on to the Elite 8 or the Sweet 16. Yeah, Sweet 16. So, damn, I didn't expect Gonzaga. I mean, they're always in the tournament,
but for them to put that type of
like 8 and 9 seed, I thought it would be a little bit closer. You know,
that should have been one of them games where it's like 5-point spread,
right? And then we got Clemson played McNeese, 12 seed upset the 5 seed, 69-67.
McNeese is the one with Aura,
yeah,
Mr. Aura.
Yo, you know that guy earned like
he got NIL deals.
Yeah, over $100K in NIL.
Yo, that's crazy.
Did you see his tracksuit yesterday?
Yeah, Under Armour. Shout out to Under Armour, Baltimore. Yes. Bro, that was crazy.
Nah, he had the Aura printed on his back.
He's tough.
Nah, that's crazy. Bro, they be giving out NIL to anybody.
Give us one. Damn. Right, I wear Under Armour every podcast.
Right, I'm wearing Under Armour right now. Shit.
Come on.
Sponsor us. God damn it.
No, that was tough, though, because my man literally just got all them NIL deals off of Boombox and getting the guys going. Right. It was just rocking with it.
That was funny.
That's tough, though, but you do need that in like a locker room like that. Can you imagine, like, your manager going viral for like the speaker, the music and shit?
Mm-hmm.
Then that leads into the next game. Like, he comes out, Mr. Aura, he got his shit going. The cheerleaders are wearing his face on their socks and on their shirts. Like, they built such like a good, like, positive, fun environment going into this whole tournament. Yeah, that upset against Clemson was probably insane in that locker room.
They were going crazy. So the next, the next little matchup out of that bracket was Purdue beat High Point 63, and they played yesterday against McNeese.
Yeah,
and Purdue did their thing against McNeese, sadly knocking them out 76-62. So we're not going to see no more of Aura this year. Is he going to be
next year?
It's like how long has he been the manager?
I don't know.
Like, is that the last we're going to see of Aura?
Up like the last 2 weeks.
Right. We need to see more from Aura, even though he graduates or whatnot.
If he does, come back every year.
Come back, bro. Bring the
Aura.
Exactly.
Bro, that's so tough. Dang.
But like things like that, though, I feel like it might just have to be one of them deals where it's like one and done, because you come back and next season it's the same thing. People are gonna be like, all right, we already saw this already. You know what I mean? Like, it was good in that moment.
You better hurry and start securing like commercials and shit.
Bro, they're making them Topps cards.
I did see that. Yo,
I'm not trying to get no Aura Topps card, even though that's dope.
If I get that,
I'm not getting no Aura top card from a manager with a boombox.
I'm just selling it.
That's funny as fuck. How rare are they? Like, or they're just gonna be out?
I think that's a rare one. I would think. I don't see them mass producing that. If they mass produce it, I mean, like,
bro, imagine a McNeese manager Aura card that's not a player going for like 5 bands.
Yo, that'd be crazy. No, imagine Imagine you're a card collector and you go buy like the $350 card box, right? And you're like, you're guaranteed one crazy card, and that's the card you pull up.
Right, a
like,
signed manager McNeester's card.
Yeah, I'm
12 seed in the March Madness that got booted in the second round.
I'm emailing Tops. I'm tweeting to them and all. I'm like, yo, take this card back. I want a refund. I spent $350 just to get a fucking Aura card.
Right.
Hell no.
You don't even play. All right, so we're gonna go over to the next little bit of the first round of the Midwest. Illinois beat Xavier 86-73. That was kind of a given, even though Xavier is another one of them teams that always does something in March Madness. Yeah. Going on, Kentucky beat Troy 76-57, and Illinois and Kentucky, the 6 versus the 3, play today at 5:15. Who do you got?
I've been going with the upset, so I'm gonna keep rocking with it.
Damn, Illinois. You just a bunch of upsets.
Bro, you just never know. And I mean, look at it. Illinois beat Xavier. They're the 6, beating the 11, 86-73. Right. Kentucky is the 3, going up against the 14, 76-57. I mean, the spread's about almost the same. Kentucky, in my opinion,
they got Illinois. They got Illinois minus 2.5 points. So are they really the upset, or they're the favorite?
Yeah, they're the favorite. But
I got Kentucky.
They're the 6 seed going up against the 3.
Right. I think Kentucky's gonna beat them for sure. But fuck it, we gonna see. That's gonna be a good matchup, though.
Yeah.
If they're having Illinois at minus points against a team like Kentucky, that might say something. But this is the last little bit of March Madness bracket for right now. UCLA beat Utah State 72-47.
Damn.
And then Tennessee beat Wofford 77-62.
And that's another one. The 2 seed up against a way lower seed.
Right, and it's
not a big blowout, you would think.
Right. So UCLA played last night against Tennessee, and they got not the shit smoothed out of them, but they lost by 9.
Yeah.
67-58. Tennessee won. Tennessee continues on. They will play the winner out of Illinois and Kentucky. So I think it's going to be Kentucky versus Tennessee out of that. Who do you think is going to make it to the Elite 8 out of the Midwest bracket?
Honestly, let's go with Tennessee. Go Bulls.
Tennessee versus
Bulls. That'd probably be Houston.
Yeah.
Unless do you think Purdue's upset Houston?
Purdue got like some shit after they got knocked out early last March Madness. Yeah. I feel like they're coming with some shit, but Houston is nice. Like Houston is real tough.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Houston versus Kentucky.
I can get behind that. Honestly, after seeing that now Illinois is the favorite, it kind of makes me want to go Kentucky because, like, Illinois is the 6th. Kentucky is the 3rd. Illinois is now being considered the favorite. I just feel like that might be a little something with, the bettors. Like, all right, yeah.
But also, see, you got to think of it like this. Vegas will get your ass.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll try to do it.
Illinois they're going to get people to pump up Illinois.
Right. They're gonna be like, oh, yeah, Illinois is the favorite, even though they're not.
Yeah.
They're going to have Kentucky at plus money, and people are going to be like,
everyone's going to fade Kentucky.
No. I'm saying everybody's going to bet on Kentucky because they're like, oh, yeah, Kentucky's the 3 seed, and they got plus money. I'm putting the bank down on Kentucky.
So it might be Illinois comes out on top then.
Illinois will, yeah.
So are you still sticking with Kentucky then? Or are you going Illinois?
I don't know. Because the betting shit got a lot involved.
Absolutely.
Like,
there's a reason why they are so profitable.
Yeah.
Why they make so much money, and there's billions of bettors.
All right, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go Illinois beats Kentucky. I'm gonna stand on that. Illinois beats Kentucky. Illinois will play Tennessee. Tennessee is gonna win. It's gonna be Houston and Tennessee.
Houston
playing, and I think
I might just keep riding with Tennessee.
I'm gonna go Houston then.
But Houston's played the harder teams.
Facts.
And has won by good margins. So, I
Mhm.
mean, but you never know. When they see each other, it's a different game.
Right,
Every
facts.
game is different. There's always different matchups in games that you don't expect.
Yeah.
Hold up, go up. What are we looking at? Florida, UConn, still a 3-point
It's
game.
tight,
It's been
yeah.
a 3-point game the whole game so far.
Right. All right. So, I mean, that's the end of the March Madness bracket so far. We got a lot of games played today.
Yeah.
Who do you? Well, I mean, we clearly want Maryland to go fucking all the way, but right now, so I think
I might go Arizona with the upset and just win the whole thing.
Right.
But no, watch. Arizona's just going to lose to Oregon. I'm really like, never mind.
Right.
Nobody listen to me.
Yeah. So that's about it with March Madness right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good shit going on.
There's a lot of good games today.
Like, I usually just pay attention to Maryland, but March Madness is like the best, honestly.
It's just such a fun, exciting time because it's March Madness. Like, there's so much stuff that happens.
So many upsets.
I mean, we've already seen some so far. We've seen close games that should not have been close. It's just exciting.
Yeah.
It is hard to keep up with, though, because there's so many teams, so many games all going at the same time and all.
Right.
It's hard to choose, like, which game to watch.
Mm-hmm.
But, nah, today I'm definitely going to tap in and watch a bunch. But I'm definitely catching that Maryland game.
For sure.
I'm excited for that.
I'm going to be pissed if Maryland loses. All right.
Sure.
So we're done with March Madness for right now.
Yeah. Back to football.
We're going to go over to the NFL free agency. Since the last time we talked about NFL free agency, there's been a couple of moves being made. So yeah, we're just going to talk about it.
Yeah.
First up, we didn't talk about this 2 days ago. Jameson Winston joins the Giants for 2 years, $8 million. David, if you're watching this, I don't give a fuck. Giants are still drafting a quarterback, bro.
Yes, 100%. He's there for just in case.
Just in case. They're like, I don't know.
Yeah, and Winston came out and said, y'all still judge me off of a season 5 years ago when he threw all them picks. He's like, I still got some left in the tank. I mean, when the Ravens played him when he was with the Browns,
he was all right.
He still put up a good game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, you can't hold that against him, throwing all them picks. But at the same time, like, he still does come out and ball when he needs to here and there.
For sure. He's going to throw it. And, I mean, Neighbors is happy because it ain't Tommy DeVito throwing to his ass no more. Even if the Giants don't draft a quarterback, they're going to have Jameson Winston, not Tommy DeVito, thrown to Neighbors and them kind of guys. So they're going to be happy because DeVito can't throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones wasn't throwing the ball. They got somebody that can air the rock out and get it to him. And with a guy like Neighbors, I mean, you've seen it last season. Neighbors was getting pissed off.
Yeah, Neighbors, he's a deep ball threat. You put that ball out there for him. And Winston is known to air that ball out, so
right,
it'll work. But Winston is just there just in case. Yeah. They're drafting a QB. There's no way they don't draft.
Right. Just a little thing going on. Free agent Aaron Rodgers visits the Steelers.
I think that's where he lands.
You think?
I think so. I don't think they go back to Russ. Especially after I think he left a bad taste in their mouth when they had the division in their hands, and final 5 games blew it.
Right. Who are you picking right now, Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers? Though
it's hard because Russ had a mid-season. It wasn't like he had some games where he did good, some games where he was terrible.
Right.
But then, like, we got to judge Rodgers off of his season with the Jets, and I think that was just god awful.
Yeah.
But I still rather take the risk of with Rodgers. You could still get the glimpse of him airing the ball out. I think the Steelers are still a better franchise than the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Tomlin's not going to let Rodgers come in and just run the show like the Jets organization did.
Right.
I think Tomlin's going to be like, no, you're here to play ball. This is how the Steelers play football. This is how you're going to play football. So I think Rodgers will play better. Russ, I don't know where Russ lands or what he does.
I haven't heard anything about Russ.
Yeah,
where he's been wanting to go or teams that have been interested in him. So I think Rodgers gets a job before Russ.
Yeah.
But like after Rodgers last season with the Jets, I'd take like on any other team, I'd probably take Russ over Rodgers. But the Steelers need to try something different. Russ had a little bit he had success, but their main target Pickens wasn't happy with him. They weren't on the same page. He liked Justin Fields more than Russ.
Yeah.
And honestly, the Steelers did Justin Fields another disservice by not giving him, his play time, even though he started off the season pretty successful.
Yeah. Started off good. They just benched him.
Right. And Rodgers.
I also think Rodgers would be a better QB for a DK Metcalf and George Pickens.
Mm-hmm.
Rodgers is known to let the ball fly, which is kind of what both those wide receivers need and want, is the deep ball threat. They're both big body receivers.
Right.
They're both very physical wide receivers. They want that one-on-one jump ball action. And I think that's Rodgers' specialty.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to sit in the pocket. He might throw picks, but he's not going to run the ball, fumble, get hit, fumble. Where Russ, you have to worry about that. Russ wasn't running like he used to.
Mm-hmm.
He's older now, so I feel like in that case, if you're going arm for arm, I'm taking Rodgers.
Right.
Leg for leg, Russ got active here and there when he needed to, but he ain't doing like he used to. So, I'd rather just have the pocket passer.
Yeah, definitely. And with Rodgers with the Steelers, he got all the weapons. He got that good tight end.
Yeah.
Freiermuth is a decent tight end.
He is.
They just picked up DK along with George Pickens, and Pickens is the guy over there, and he's kind of like, hey, dude, Russ ain't doing shit for me. I ain't getting the targets I want.
Yeah.
And we need to go with something different. They need something to change because, for 5 years now, they've been either not in the playoffs or they get to the playoffs and they're one and done.
Yeah.
And that really ain't on record like the Steelers way. You know what I mean? They're always in the loop. At least with Big Ben.
Yeah, when Big Ben was in,
they were a threat every year.
It was between Ravens, Steelers, and Patriots. Typically, it was the Patriots that went all the way.
Right.
But it was like a three-headed horse race in the AFC. It was between us two in the same division and Patriots. So, they've kind of fallen from grace. But that's also another reason why so many people are like, do we get rid of Tomlin? Do we keep Tomlin? Because, it's known now.
What do you think? Is it time to let Tomlin go?
I don't think it's time to let Tomlin go just because I feel like the Steelers team wasn't as good as the Big Ben era when you had Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. They had a stacked team. Right. And even the team prior to them, they had Hines Ward,
Antonio
Palomalu. Yeah, so you had two different generations or sort of generations. They were both kind of the same. You had Big Ben through both, but different teams that were great. And now they kind of falling down. But I feel like they just stayed at this mediocre, just hit 500 and that's it. So it's just it's hard to tell. But I think you keep going with Tomlin. I think you try something new. They bring in a younger wide receiver or a younger quarterback. I think that helps out a lot. But we'll see. Who knows what they're gonna do? I think getting rid of Tomlin next season would be a big mistake. I think you have to try to find a way to work with him, or even same thing we've said with with Harbaugh. Even if they were to move on from Tomlin, I think he just moves up into the office. He just goes front office. There's no way you fully cut ties with Tomlin.
He's been there you can't.
He's been there forever.
TikTok
he's
Live
still,
was fucking up.
He's still successful, one of the best coaches.
For sure.
So I don't think you fully move on from him.
Yeah, and it's who are you going to get better?
Exactly.
Are
you
what
going to take that
out?
risk?
Yeah.
Get a college coach or I don't know.
For right now, you got to rock out with Tomlin. He's been consistently mid, but he's got the experience.
But then I also feel like that consistently mid falls on the QB role has been either god awful or the past few seasons mid where if they would have stuck with Justin Fields, I think they go way better next season.
Right. Yeah, I think so too.
So yeah, I think you keep rocking with Tomlin.
Yeah. Do you think the Steelers are a playoff team with Rodgers next year?
I think they fall in the same category as they were this past season. They might make it to the first round, or they just missed the cut.
It's going to be tough next year in our division, especially. I mean, the Bengals are going to be in there. We're going to be in there.
I don't think Bengals make playoffs again.
The Browns are going to get better. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team, but they're definitely going to, do their thing in the AFC North.
If they draft right, and I think if they should go get a QB, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think they might try to go get like Travis Hunter or something.
Right.
Who knows what they're going to do? It's the Browns, but right. I think if they can draft right, next few seasons, they got all the talent on offense.
Right.
Their offense and defense is stacked.
Yeah, they're pretty damn.
They
good.
Just can't get it done. I don't know. What was their record last season? Like 3 wins or some shit?
3 or 4 wins.
Yeah, like I don't understand.
And Deshaun Watson wasn't playing.
Yeah.
Like, I definitely think Deshaun is better than Jameis Winston, but he got to stay healthy.
He's just got too much shit with him.
Yeah, he's got too much shit.
And they paid him so much. It's like, if you just get rid of him, then you're just in a big ass hole with nothing.
Right.
So it's like you got to kind of keep him on the roster.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so a little bit of some little stuff going on. Saints haven't done much off free agency, but they re-signed Cooks on a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Brandon Cooks is a solid wide receiver. He ain't too bad, too good. He's coming on. He's getting older, so. But I mean, he signed a 2-year deal with the Saints.
Yeah,
that's all right. Conklin from the Jets. Tyler Conklin.
He's not bad.
Had a 1-year deal with the Chargers. That's cool.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He joins a tight end room with Will Dissly.
Dissly's good. He's underrated.
He's underrated. He was on the Seahawks, and he always was pretty consistent.
Yeah, I like him with the Chargers. He's good.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a deep. But the Chargers ain't signing J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, I seen that.
Where do you he needs to go? Where do you think?
I think he becomes a backup running back somewhere.
Really?
Just off of J.K. could 100% be the starter. 100%. It's his injuries holding him back.
Right.
You can't make him the starter somewhere now and pay him money, have our offense run through him, and then it's like he's guaranteed to miss 6 weeks or something. So I think somebody picks him up. If a team with like a strong like power running back as their starter, it'd be smart to pick up JK, as in if he stays healthy, then you have a speed back who can get it done. We've seen when he went to the Chargers, first few games, my man was ahead of every running back.
Yeah.
So I think as a backup, if he stays healthy, tremendous. It's just he can't stay healthy. That's why the Ravens moved on from him. That's why the Chargers are moving on from him.
Right. So we got a little rumor. Top free agent Stephon Diggs visits New England.
I seen that, and he followed Drake May on social media. I seen that first thing this morning.
That's tough. I think Diggs would be a good fit in New England with either Joe Melton or Drake May for sure.
Yeah. I mean, why not? Go get
They've been going crazy. New England been going crazy all this past free agency, signing good pickups and everything like that.
No,
they got the cap for him. They need to start building around Drake May tomorrow. So
yes. Well, that's what we talked about. They built up their line, but they need to go get some weapons around him.
Thanks.
Like they're building the Patriots team structurally.
Mm-hmm.
They just ain't going to get in the weapons. So I think getting Diggs is a step in the right direction if he can stay healthy. Also, that's the problem though. You got a lot of these big name players now who just health is the biggest issue.
Thanks. I'm going to take a piss in a second.
I think he ends up landing there.
Yeah,
who else is going after him?
Right.
I feel like you ain't really heard nobody else go after him.
Thanks. Last thing we're going to talk about in this free agency, because there ain't really nothing much going on this week. I mean, a little bit of mid-signing going on, but our boy Lamar, he's an actor now.
Yeah. Crazy work.
He's with 50 Cent.
Is it Power?
Yeah. I watched the first season of Power, or the first book of Power.
Yeah, I'll mix up what it is. I watched Ghost, which I think that was the first one.
Right, and then they got the Power 2 book, Ghost. I'm watching that now because I didn't know it was 4 books.
I can't keep up with it.
Yeah,
I watched one of them. I forgot which one it was. It's when 50 Cent still in it. It was 50 Cent, Ghost, and the one white dude. I can't remember their names.
Tommy Egan.
Yeah, Tommy. It's been a while since I watched.
Nah, bro.
I watched that. I watched that
whole thing.
Yeah, I watched
like
all
the
that.
whole seasons.
I watched all that.
You got to go.
I didn't move on to when like they bring in when the sun starts taking over, and then I didn't watch when he goes to like 50 Cent's character as a kid.
Right.
Keenan. I didn't watch all that.
Yeah. So Lamar
Is that what he's in?
He's on the Power Book 3.
Raising Kanan. Yeah.
Raising Kanan.
I didn't watch that.
I just started watching the Power Book 2. That's about his son Tyreek after.
Okay, yeah. So that's where I stopped.
You need to start watching that. That shit is good. It takes right where the last of the main power shit goes.
Because the first one, that first book was so fucking good.
It was crazy.
My whole family was on the edge of their seats watching that.
Yeah, facts. I'm screaming like I'm laying down with my girl. I'm screaming at the TV like that shit was crazy.
That was good. I seen Lamar getting like a bunch of flack for him doing it. I kind of rock with it. You see all these other celebrities who are doing commercials, shows, all this and that. And Lamar does not do anything. He did an Oakland commercial and a Gatorade billboard in Baltimore. Like, right. That's all you see from that man.
Yeah. He don't be doing much.
I think him doing what is it? Maybe one episode?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a returning character just because he's got an NFL career he's got to maintain. Right. He ain't gonna be able to do all this shooting.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool because now it brings eyes from people who maybe don't watch football or don't care too much about football are now going to get a glimpse at a top QB in the league acting. It might bring fans to the NFL. So I think it's cool. And I mean, hopefully bring some more Baltimore fans.
Right. And he's with, he's with 50 in them. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather him not do like stupid petty commercials and then be on Hollywood billboards for being an actor. I'd rather that happen. I got to take a piss real quick.
Go ahead.
Start bullshitting a little bit.
Yeah. No, I think
we're going to continue on after I take a piss real quick to the MLB standings, going over the divisions and stuff like that.
No, do your thing. Man, who we all got in here? Anybody? I need y'all to drop some comments or something, man. Get something going. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think about NFL players going into the acting world. I think it's cool. Like I said, it brings new eyes to football. Lamar being one of the biggest faces, it makes sense to have him do that. I am curious. I don't know how good of an actor he is. He don't really. I mean, he does like his post game talks and stuff, but on that, you don't see him too much in the media, other than like he runs charities and stuff like that. So I am kind of. I'm gonna check it out, even though I haven't even kept up on Power. I'm gonna check it out just because it's Lamar. I feel like that's why everyone else is gonna check it out. But I mean, you can't complain. It looks good. I wonder what type of character he's playing though. I seen all the memes of him going viral. That shit was hilarious. He said, "Raising Kanan so gas. I want to be in a few episodes," and then it happened. 50 said, "Yes, I'm turning up the notch. We sucker free. Lamar Jackson's in it." I think that's pretty tough. That's cool shit. I wouldn't be surprised now if we start seeing more NFL players go to the acting world. If you get a Josh Allen in there, you get I forgot who it was. We actually had in the past. I forgot what player it was. Was it Gibbs? Nah, somebody was in Outer Banks. They played a role in Outer Banks. Hold up, NFL player in Outer Banks. Oh, it was Bijan. Bijan played in Outer Banks. He was a side character. So, I mean, I think that's cool as hell. Why not start opening up into the acting world? Especially off season. Go out, get you some money, bring you in some new fans. I mean, if you're good, you're good. I think that's tough. That's exciting. I don't really know. I don't think there's been too many people. I mean, people here and there will jump in.
Bruh. My drunk ass uncle is over, bruh.
Tell him to come on.
Nah, fuck that. I could not have him on.
But I was just saying, I said there's not really too many NFL players, meanwhile, that go into like the acting world. Mm-hmm. But I remember Bijan Robinson was in an Outer Banks episode. So I'm like, I think it's a good idea for these people to start slowly working their way into film it brings more eyes to the sport and it gains you more fans. So why not do it? I forgot Bijan like that was tough. And he was just a little side character. Lamar's getting more like a bigger role.
Right.
But still to just get more eyes.
Because Lamar is really like the face of the NFL.
Exactly.
So
that's why I said I wouldn't be surprised.
They're not gonna have like fucking Bryce Young on an acting role with 50 Cent's shit. They're gonna want the big dog coming through.
Now, could you imagine next year we see Josh Allen in a movie or some shit? And Haley Steinfeld.
That'd be crazy.
Haley Steinfeld.
Nah, that honestly though, that's a good possibility.
It could happen.
You know, because she's gonna be like,
they bring back Pitch Perfect 4.
Yeah,
Josh Allen on there. Well, actually, now that I remember, you had.
But I wouldn't want my quarterback doing no fugazi acting role though.
You had
like Josh Allen's gonna be like.
Think about it. I think it was like Pitch Perfect 3 or something like that. Keep in mind, I have a sister and a girlfriend. Yes, I've seen the Pitch Perfect movies. I
ain't never seen that shit.
I got a sister and a girlfriend. But in I forgot, it was like the second or third one. The Green Bay Packers was in it. The defense, Clay Matthews, all that. They were a singing group. It was funny as shit. It was funny as shit. Yeah, you had Clay Matthews come out and start singing, and then the Packers followed up because it's
with his long hair and shit.
It's an acapella movie. Like, the whole thing is like acapella groups battle each other for like a championship, and the Packers just popped up out of nowhere. I was like, we got something. And Clay Matthews started to sing. It was hilarious.
Damn, you would think like Justin Tucker would be on some Pitch Perfect shit.
Yeah, you know, he's an opera singer. Yeah, he's
right. He be singing. Like,
Tucker got enough shit going on.
Tucker can't be doing more things in the face of the media right now. He got to get his
He is actually. Did you see he hired a law firm to like handle it, and he's countersuing. He's going after all.
Damn. Right.
So I mean, I don't think anything's came out about like him being guilty or not guilty, but. I mean, that's a
bro. He said Raising Canaan's so sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
But Lamar in 2023, he said Raising Canaan's so gas. I want to be in a few episodes. Bro, really manifested it. Now he in. I don't know how many episodes he's in, but
that's awesome. It's probably like a side character. He's in a few episodes of Bounce.
Lamar Jackson really can't be sucker free.
What I was saying when he was gone, I'm like, the crazy part is you don't hear Lamar really speak too much outside of like post game stuff like that and like a little bit of content for the Ravens. So I do wonder, like, is he gonna be a good actor? Can he act?
I think he get like the little screenshots that he's posted.
He looks like he takes it serious.
It looked like he a dog, like he a killer.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first seen it, scrolling through Twitter, I was just like scrolling, not really paying attention. I thought it was like an AI Photoshop. I thought it was like just a scene from the show and someone put Lamar's face. And so I've read that Lamar's going to be in it. I was like, oh shit, that's gas.
Right.
Yeah, I thought he was
his name in the Raising Canaan, his name is E-Tone.
E-Tone?
Yo, I guarantee you during coming up this season, people is gonna be in the locker room and shit calling him Tone.
Yeah.
That's his new nickname, not El Freak no more. His name E-Tone.
What if you know like the old throwback intros for like the football games would be like Terrell Suggs, Ball So Hard University. What if he come out E-Tone, Louisville? That'd be fucking hilarious.
Right, that shit would be funny.
E-Tone.
Damn, I'm happy for him though.
I think it's cool.
That's dope.
I think we should see more players try it, as long as it don't affect their play.
Yeah, facts.
Like if Lamar comes out shits the bed next season, he's not allowed in any more films.
Yeah, real shit.
No more shows, no movies, nothing. Keep your ass locked in.
All right, so we're gonna go. Last little thing, we're gonna go. Devin Stone.
Aura. Oh yeah, we talked about that man.
Yeah,
Aura.
Facts.
What do you think about him getting all them NIL deals? Crazy. I mean, he's the definition of Aura. He ain't even do nothing. He just played music and rapped a few songs and got.
How do you get $100K plus off of just vibing?
Aura.
That's
why they call him that.
Right, that's Aura right there. So last little bit of this pod, we're gonna go. MLB season's coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, he just joined. Oh, so you just calling us Aura? That's facts.
Bro, how you not tapped in with our man's Aura from
McNeese?
McNeese.
Yeah.
Go look that up if you don't know what we're talking about, yo. That shit is hilarious.
Facts.
A manager for McNeese college basketball team came out with a boombox playing music, just getting the players hype. Ended up getting what, over 100,000 in NIL deals.
Yep. He's on sports cards, all that.
Yes, he's on Topps cards. You got Under Armour making him come out in tracksuits. It's crazy work.
Facts. Orioles on top.
No, sir. We about to talk about it right now.
Facts.
Peep the hat. Oh, it's backwards, but it's Orioles.
Yeah. All right. So now the last little bit of this pod, we're gonna go over MLB divisional standings from 2024.
Yeah.
We're gonna be breaking that down, and then we're gonna be giving our predictions for all the divisions for this upcoming season. Who's gonna be on top on the divisions? Who's gonna drop? That kind of deal. Okay, bad. Oh fuck! You just closed the stream out on Instagram.
No, no, it ended already. It only let us do an hour.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it was only let us do an hour.
All right. Mirror or King going to NC State.
Yo, what if he switches up though?
Nah, that'd be crazy.
Is he really? That'd be crazy.
He's just gonna be.
He's the heart and soul McNeese.
Right, he's gonna be on Duke on his senior year.
That'd be crazy.
Like he kept.
Imagine managers hit the transfer portal. What?
That's crazy. Managers in the transfer.
Next, it's gonna be mascots hit the transfer portal.
Gates
will be back 100%.
Yeah,
we're gonna talk about that.
He had a tough L last night. So yeah, we're gonna be starting. MLB season's right around the corner.
Yeah.
There was already the Dodgers and the Cubs series in Tokyo. That was dope. Pretty sure Dodgers won the series. Dodgers are gonna be up there again. They're always World Series contenders, especially after what they did in the free agency this season.
Mm-hmm.
What do you? Who do you think? Craven Moorhead. Who do you think Craven Moorhead signed with? Craven Moorhead. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a movie director. What? Is there a baseball player we don't know about? Because this
Craven Moorhead. What are you talking about, guy? Craven Moorhead is a film director.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think I've ever heard that name, but I don't know too much baseball like that. I guess.
Dime drawer.
You got that, my boy.
Yeah. I don't know who he's gonna sign with. Honestly, I didn't even know he was on no rosters.
He might sign with Netflix.
I was here when they streamed Right Facts. We went out to Buffalo Wild Wings trying to catch the fight and everything like that.
Yeah, man.
And
our plan was for the fight for y'all that don't know. He's talking about Gates Cook, the sniper. He had a fight last night under LFA Fight Company. It's like a little brother to UFC. It's kind of like a way to work your way in. And we've been sponsoring him. So our plan was to go to like a local bar or whatever that we could get the UFC fights. Nah, he might sign with Netflix. It's crazy.
Yeah, facts.
We don't know who Craven Moorhead is. My man just dropped that.
I looked him up right here. He's a motherfucking
he's a film
movie director.
Yeah. All right. But so yeah, for Gates' fight, our plan was, since we sponsored him, we wanted to do like a live reaction. We wanted to watch the fight, record our reaction to it, clip it together, and put it out on social media. And Gates texted us right before the fight and told us that last minute they told him that since his was an amateur fight, it was the only amateur fight on the card, that he wasn't going to be put on TV. So it's all right. Hopefully the next one, he gets it on there. He had a great fight. He knocked him in the first round. I wish he would have capitalized on it. He tried.
Made it to the decision
and lost in decision, which I don't get. You get a knockdown first round. And that happened like the first few minutes.
Right.
Gates knocked him.
Mm-hmm.
So like, did he really outthrow Gates that much to be able to win the decision? Like, how do you get knocked down and then?
I got to see the rest. We got to see the fight. Like,
yeah, I'm trying to.
We just seen little highlights and everything like that.
Trying to find the full thing.
Yeah, we need to see the full highlights. Maybe get a reaction or whatever.
Yeah,
we're still looking on YouTube and everything like that. We can't find his fight.
Yeah,
his full fight wherever it's at.
Yeah.
But when we do, we're definitely gonna have a Brews and Ball reaction to that.
100%.
Go over that and probably have him on the stream again.
Yeah, he said he wants to come back on and give us a breakdown. And I think it'd be cool. Even win or loss, it's cool to always get the insight of a fighter who was just in a fight.
Right.
And especially the competitor he fought against, the opponent was in Alex Pereira's camp. I mean, that's a phenomenal camp. And for Gates to still go toe-to-toe with him and take it to decision, I think is extremely impressive. And it's a good sign that Gates got something in the tank.
Go watch a Wallace McCoy fight right now. I'd rather watch paint dry.
Yo, we still have not checked that man out.
Fuck no.
I think we don't have to, because Devin loves talk. He as
Right.
much as he hates Wasp McCoy,
Right, as much as you
talk
hate
about
him, you love him, bro. I'm confused.
It's a love-hate.
Jeez. All right. MLB standings in 2024. We're gonna go National League first.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go to American League. So we're gonna start with the National League East. The Philadelphia Phillies won the division last season. 95. They had 95 wins, 67 losses. Atlanta Braves came in second, 89 wins, 73 losses, and the New York Mets were tied second, damn near 89 to 73. 89 wins, 73 losses. Washington Nets had 71 wins. Miami Marlins had 62. Honestly, that division is going to be really tough this year.
Yeah.
Just because the Braves are coming back. They got Acuna back.
Mm-hmm.
He's really good. He had a really bad injury last season. But the Mets got Juan Soto.
Yeah, that deal is crazy.
They signed a couple other big pieces. Their pitching got better. I think
the Mets take it?
I think the Mets are gonna see the Phillies though, like they're always there. So I think it's gonna be between the Mets and the Phillies. But honestly, with everything that's been going on, I think the Mets take the division.
I can see it. I mean, they spent their money. They're paying out. They're trying to win.
Yeah, definitely. But like
Nationals probably drop bottom.
Yeah, I don't know. The Marlins are ass.
Are they?
The Marlins are always ass, bro. I think the Mets take the National League East for sure. They might get over 100 wins this season. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah. But Phillies, Braves, and Mets are definitely going to be in the playoffs for surely.
Yeah.
We got National League Central. Milwaukee Brewers won the division last year. They had 93 wins, 69 losses. Then next it dropped down by 10 wins.
Damn.
The Cardinals and the Cubs had 83 wins. The Reds had 77, and the Pittsburgh had 76. This division right here, like the Brewers are going to be nice again.
Yeah.
But I definitely see.
Think the Pirates take a jump at all?
I think, yeah. Pirates were last in the division. They had 76 wins, but I think they get over 85.
Okay.
They got better. Paul Skeens is going into year 2. He's going to get over 10 wins easily.
Yeah.
They got a couple other good starters, and they got a bunch of young talent as well.
Yeah.
The Reds, I don't see them I think they're going to still stay in like the 4th spot of the division. They got rid of a couple of people, didn't make too many upgrades pitching.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know how they've been doing the spring training, but here we go.
Damn, a lot of L's.
A lot of L's, not a lot of wins.
It's just spring training, though.
Yeah, I don't really take spring training too serious. Who do you think is going to win the Central? You think Brewers are going to stay?
Yeah, I think Brewers will stay. Especially they were up 10 wins last season. There's no way you drop that bad. They're still good. I don't really think any of the other teams have made that big of a change. But, I mean, you never know.
I don't think the Pirates will win the division.
But do you think they climb the ranks?
But I think they climb the ranks.
Do you think they overcome Chicago?
No, I think Chicago is going to move up. I think Chicago might win the Central.
Okay.
In my opinion, they're solid. They got good pitching. Everybody's healthy.
Mm-hmm.
They made a couple of trades this offseason, and yeah, they're pretty damn deep.
I'm excited for the season.
Right, I'm going to opening day. I can't wait.
I could. Isn't it on like a Wednesday or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Oh no, Monday.
Is it a Monday? I got school on Monday too.
Fuck.
Mondays and Wednesdays are my days.
Last National League division is the West. West is so.
That's a pretty good damn division.
Yeah.
98, 93, 89, 80.
I
Except for
think
the Rockies, 61 is.
the Dodgers are gonna stay
Yeah,
division winners regardless. Honestly, in my opinion.
yeah.
Hold
I
up.
think so. You talking about Wallace McCool?
I sent you his account on Instagram the other day, and you tried to glaze, bro. I didn't even click on his profile, bro. I was just trolling.
See, I
Don't play.
I never even looked at his account. Wallace McCoy. I feel like
Dodgers. Ohtani's healthy. He's back pitching. He's back swinging the stick. He had a homer in Tokyo, bro. I know, crazy. Bro. I know he was lit on the inside.
Gassed.
Back overseas. He hit a home run in front of everybody.
Crank and one, yeah.
Bro, them motherfucking Tokyo motherfuckers, Japanese
went nuts.
They went crazy. That's like their idol.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like
absolutely.
That's like our Lamar Jackson to them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And
you know,
even on a bigger scale, because he's literally got a whole country behind him. He might have a few countries behind him over there.
I went to an Orioles game when Ohtani was on the Angels, and I've never seen more Japanese. I don't want to be like disrespectful to anybody, but like I don't know how to say where they're from. Japanese,
just Asian people,
whatever. Asian people in general. I've never seen that many Asian people
in Camden
Yards ever. I don't think I've never seen that many Asian people in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like,
that's probably true.
But like,
do you think it was like fans from other places coming to watch him, or do you think it was just like?
I think they all just come out the cut. They all just come out the cut.
We are here in Baltimore.
And he was warming up. Like, it was a sea of people by the bullpens.
Just watching him.
Just trying to watch. Like, you had to.
Which is crazy because the bullpen, nobody's ever really over there watching. Nobody cares like who's in the bullpen.
Everybody's over there recording them.
That's
like
crazy.
Everything. Like, he's really a star.
Oh, yeah. He's got whole countries on his back right now.
I don't really see in the West, the Dodgers and the Padres are always going to be hit or miss. The Diamondbacks, honestly, they could end up I feel like it's a three-way street with the West.
I mean, look how
it's
close
all up
it
for
is.
grabs. Last season, Dodgers had 98, San Diego Padres had 93, and the Diamondbacks were in third with 89 wins.
Yeah.
But Arizona Diamondbacks, they really kept pretty much their whole roster and added a Cy Young pitcher in Corbin Burns from us.
Yeah.
That makes them add another 10 wins to that. You know what I mean?
I mean, and if you look at it, they're the third with 89 wins. Some of the number twos in these in the Central, the Cardinals, 83 wins. You're the third team in your division with 89. They could easily go to another division and win it.
Exactly.
That's a three-headed race over there.
Who do you think? You think the Dodgers are going to stay division winners this season, or you think maybe the Padres or the Diamondbacks climb up?
It'll probably still be the Dodgers. They just got so many power weapons over there.
Yeah, the Dodgers.
And it seems like they just got money out the ass. They can just pay whoever they want.
Right. It's kind of – honestly, it's making me kind of think that the MLB should have a salary cap.
Yeah, because, I mean, because
this shit's unfair,
if
bro.
you are a big city like L.A., like New York, you can afford to pay whoever, whatever.
Right.
Smaller cities, I mean, like, we're not going to see –
we can't pay for shit.
Yeah, like, we're not going to see Colorado Rockies throw – almost $1 billion at a player. Like, it's just that doesn't happen. That's not the market for it. So when you got these big cities, it works.
Right.
Like Baltimore, we are known for not.
We ain't even signed Gunner yet.
Yeah, like we're known for not paying people.
God damn.
I mean, damn if we pay somebody $650 million. Like it just won't happen.
Yeah.
And I think we learned from the past with Chris Davis, when we paid him all that money, he shit the bed. Baltimore was like, we will never do this shit again.
Right. I think we're still paying him to this day.
Yeah, I think he's still
like another couple
he's got
years.
like 5 years still on it. We're just paying him millions, and he sucked. It was so bad after they gave him that deal. Every bus in Baltimore had a Chris Davis on it, and it was just so like the buses stopped hitting shit. Buses stopped crashing to shit because Chris Davis could not hit no more.
Yeah.
So that was like the whole Baltimore meme is they put Chris Davis on it, and the buses stopped hitting into shit. Like that shit was crazy.
Yeah. So West Dodgers still take it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Diamondbacks creep up. Padres, like Yeah, it's up for grabs over there in the West. But ultimately, Dodgers, they didn't. I mean, they got rid of Walker Buehler. He went to the Sox.
Yeah.
But they upgraded in return. Got a couple other pitchers.
Yeah.
Dodgers are gonna win that division.
Especially being the Rockies, though. Just shit.
Yeah, we don't even talk about the Rockies.
Like you got 61
How do you
wins.
even compete in that division?
Yeah,
with
like
the
you just look at
Rockies?
the teams ahead of you, and it's like, damn. I mean, the fourth place team, Giants, 80.
Right.
Like, you're not even the same ballpark as the fourth team in your division, let
Right.
alone third.
You're 9 games
second.
back,
Yeah,
even
like,
from third.
That sucks.
All right. We're going to go over to the American League, talk about last year's division winners and who do we think, is going to win this season. So we're going to start with American League East, Orioles division.
Mm-hmm.
New York Yankees won a division last season. They had 94 wins. Orioles were 3 games back. We had 91.
Yeah.
It dropped down. It really was not even competitive last season with the American League East. Third place, Boston Red Sox had 81 wins. They were 10 games back from us in second, and they were 13 games back from the Yankees. Tampa Bay had 80, and then Toronto had 74. With all in all, Yankees lost Soto. They got rid of Alex Verdugo. They got rid of a couple of people. Garrett Cole's hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So Yankees, yeah. Yankees haven't been on the up and up, in my opinion. They're kind of stagnant. Orioles, I mean, I can't really say the same thing about the Orioles. The Orioles have been stagnant too. They haven't upgraded much. What I will say is I'm kind of scared for the Red Sox this season. They added a lot of people, made a lot of good moves. It's kind of crazy. They added like I said, they agreed to terms with Cutter Crawford, Tanner Houck, and Garrett Crochet to all 1-year contracts. Garrett Crochet, he's a dog from the Sox. They added Walker Buehler. They added Alex Bregman. They added Patrick Sandoval, them type of cats. They're all great players. So, I mean, shit. Sox. I think the Sox can win the division. I'm not even going to lie. I think the Yankees fall to like third place. The Orioles could be up there for second or first. But the Sox, they look dangerous. They went 81-81 last season, just at 500. 10 games back from us, 13 games back from the Yankees. But with all the firepower, pitching that they have, they added Breggy. They're keeping a lot of shit, young core in there. They'll be pretty good. Tampa Bay, they haven't done nothing. Toronto Blue Jays, not too many good moves. So I'd say the Sox win the division, honestly, or the Orioles. I'm not trying to be biased, but the Orioles are going to win. Sox, they taking it. When I go to opening day in Camden Yards, I'm probably going to be doing some like little content with the TikTok.
That's gonna be
making like little videos and stuff. I'm gonna probably like go up to people, open interviews, and like kind of just ask them a couple of questions, like baseball related, like would you rather's. I got to think of a couple other things.
Our plan is eventually once the 4 of us can all get out there together, because all of our schedules are different, so it's hard to kind of like set up these things. Because like I know myself for opening day, I got school I can't miss, so like I'm not gonna be able to make opening day. But when we can't get the 4 of us together, we plan on doing like our boy David on the grill, making hot dogs. We're just gonna give hot dogs out for free. So like if people see us, get a hot dog. If you got a crazy take or just something you want to get off, you can hop on the mic and say something. We're open to have anybody on, talk bullshit with us. Just have fun with the guys. So yeah, we plan on doing that for the Orioles, the Ravens tailgates. And I mean, even hopefully down the line, if we can travel to other games out of state, hit some other stadiums, do stadium tours, stuff like that, I think that'd be pretty damn cool. I wouldn't mind that at all. That'd be what's up. But we'll see how it goes.
All right, so while you were pissing,
yeah,
I was just talking about the American League East.
Yeah.
I think Yankees are going to be like third, but it's going to be like a race between Orioles and the Red Sox, in my opinion, this year. I think Red Sox take a good bit up with all the things, people that they added.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I got the Orioles winning the division.
I mean,
but I wouldn't be surprised the Red Sox win the division as well. Take a big leap up.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay and Toronto, they're just going to be battling 4th and 5th seed. I don't really see them doing what they had doing too much. Yeah. In the Central, the Guardians won the division last year, 92 wins. They had following the Kansas City Royals at 86 and the Detroit Tigers at 86.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota Twins had 82, and then the White Sox had 41.
Damn, that's probably the worst record we've seen.
Last season, if you've seen the KC Royals, they were like on average, like before last season started, their over-under for wins was like 40 something, and they creamed that. They had 86 wins. Detroit Tigers were like the same situation. They were gonna win like, I would say like 40 to 50 games as well.
Yeah.
And they exceeded expectations. The KC Royals, I think, are gonna win the division this year. They're just building on top of what they already did last year.
Yeah.
But their division just got a lot more tough.
Mm-hmm.
The Twins are decent, but with Detroit and KC and Cleveland, they have a lot more firepower than the Twins, in my opinion.
Yeah. And
KC, they're young. Detroit, they're young. Detroit, they're bringing up a lot of their young prospect pitchers.
Okay.
They've been going crazy. The Guardians, I don't really see them taking a downfall as well.
Yeah.
They got rid and added a couple of big pieces, but I think it's definitely not going to be Cleveland this year. Honestly, it's going to be between the Royals and Tigers for me. They got Skirble, bunch of young guns that they're adding and shit. The Tigers, they got a stud in Job. He's pitching like 104.
Damn.
Got nasty stuff. He's young as shit. So.
Hell yeah.
They're Tigers on the up and up. Oh, let me see. I'm gonna see their spring training.
Their spring training. I mean, it looks about even.
Yeah.
Same amount of wins and losses, maybe a little more losses, but it's spring training, like we said.
What about the Royals? Royals been winning.
Yeah, Royals been winning. Damn.
What about Cleveland? Yo, somebody on Twitter,
mm-hmm.
They said.
Brews and Ball podcast. You're drinking seltzers, not very on brand. Neither one of these are seltzers, though. They're all vodka drinks.
Right.
I mean, it's a vodka drink.
Right. Hey, a brew is a brew. Name change to Brews and Ball pending. No hate, boys. Keep doing you.
And if you watch the past, he must have not watched any of the past ones. We drank straight Bud Lights every fucking podcast.
Right. Yeah, and like whatever David got.
David drank his IPAs, but we were drinking straight Bud Lights for the last, I don't know how many pods. Right. We just switched it up because I was getting tired of Bud Lights.
And this is what we had just sitting off to the side, you know.
Yeah, these are vodka drinks anyway.
Hey, you can't make fun of what people drink. They like what they like.
I'd rather
have a little switch up.
Not even that. After sitting for a while, bro, if I just drink beer all podcast, I feel bloated. My stomach's just hurt. Right. I can sit and drink a couple of these bitches and be good.
What about Cleveland? They've been spring training just been.
Yeah.
You can't take spring training too serious.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to spring training too often. I mean, I watch like the updates on social media of like the Orioles, but other than that, like I'm not really checking out spring training.
Right.
As it's like watching the preseason for Ravens. Like you kind of pay attention just to see like the young stars, but you don't pay too much into it.
And in the West, Astros won last season in their division. They had 88 wins, with the Mariners trailing by 3 games. They had 85. Rangers had 78. Oakland A's had 69, and Los Angeles Angels had 63. I don't think the Angels are going to I don't think they're going to get higher on there. Oakland A's, they are kind of on the up and up. I see them winning like at least over 70 games.
Do you think they pass the Rangers, or do you think they stay below? Stay in the same spot, just slightly better than what they did before.
I don't want to say I don't want to give no crazy take.
Yeah.
But honestly, the A's might fuck around and do something this year. Like I wouldn't say wild card, but I think they'll be on somebody's ass in the West.
Okay.
The Astros, they got rid of Alex Bregman. They got rid of Kyle Tucker.
So aren't the Astros getting old now?
They're
like
getting
they've been rocking
old.
the same roster forever.
Yeah, like I don't know about the Astros this year, and they had 88 wins last year.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're on a decline because the year before this, I think they had definitely over 88 wins.
Okay.
So
we might
it might be Seattle on top.
Yeah,
it might be Seattle on top. They made it definitely.
And they were on their ass. Season. I mean, they were only 3 games behind.
Mm-hmm. And with Texas, they won the whole thing like two or 3 years ago, right?
Yeah.
So they had a down year, but they'll probably pick it up this coming year. Houston falls down. Who do you think wins this division?
I'm rocking with you. I think Astros are on the decline. I think the Mariners might take it.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Rangers jump that high and jump 3 spots. I think Astros maybe take the second.
Right.
Rangers stay about third. Maybe the following season they jump up to second.
Right.
But yeah, I think Astros, they're just getting old.
Yeah.
It's been the same roster, I feel like, for the last 5 years.
Yeah. Everybody's getting old over there. Ain't been too much.
I mean, they still be consistent with the roster they got.
Let me see.
But they need to just change it a little bit, do something different.
Right. Let me see.
Damn. Yeah, I hate seeing that Orioles 101 win season.
See, in 2023,
put out first round.
The Houston Astros and the Rangers both won 90.
Seattle's been creeping on.
Right. Mariners won 88. Yeah. So it might be the Mariners' year to win the division.
Yeah, that might be a good bet to take.
And Toronto 2 years ago, they won 89 games, but
now
we won 101.
Division.
Tampa Bay had almost 100 wins. Yankees had a bad year.
Oh, I lost that season.
Let me see this.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, Toronto dropped. Damn.
Right.
What was the big change though? Was there any big changes in their roster, or was it just an off year?
I think it was just an off year and some inconsistencies with like health.
Yeah. I mean, look, Orioles went from 4th and jumped all the way to 101 season. So
exactly, in the span of like 2 years, 2021, we had nobody's done this ever from
52,
from losing over 100 games to winning
100 in 2 seasons.
Yes,
nuts.
Nobody's done that before. That was crazy. I'm looking forward to the season for sure.
No, me too. And the one thing I like about our team is I wish we paid better to keep some of the young talent we got. But we're not like a big team like we talked about in the past, like the Dodgers and Yankees who can afford, or even the Mets now who can afford to pay players all this crazy money.
Right.
We've really got to bring in young talent and just build them up. Like we're one of those teams it's just build or nothing.
We just have a farm. Yeah, our
farm
team
system is nasty.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But it's like that's all we can really do. We can't afford to pay people like that. And I thought that was going to change when we got the new owner. The billionaire owner who came in was like, "No, we're changing it," but he ain't really paid nobody like he said he was going to. So we'll see what happens.
Let me see what's up with. Oh shit! Florida
UConn's
is losing.
Up.
Damn.
They still got a lot of time left. Those 16 minutes. That's the only game going right now.
Yeah. UConn's up 38-34 right now against Florida.
Click on see if you pull some stats up.
How many points? 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9. 9.
So
it's just been
Florida, but so UConn's been their whole team scoring wise has been more consistent. 9-9, 8-2-6. They've been playing team ball where Florida's they're just dependent on their power forward and center to just
right.
with it.
Or actually, yeah. No, these are guards because they put up more threes. So it's just the two guards getting money. Right.
Point guard down.
Same. So the guards are just getting money. The big mans ain't doing nothing.
Ain't doing shit. I mean, they're big men.
And then UConn, their big men are doing
their
thing, and then the guards are kind of eating. So, shit. All right. Well,
do you want to try to touch on Gates' thing more, or I mean, there ain't really much we can do with that.
Yeah, we gotta find.
We'll find the video and we'll try to. We actually haven't been able to really watch. Gates sent me some footage that he had, but I didn't want to watch it just because I wanted the whole team to get together, react to the fighter we sponsored, give an insight on what we thought about the fight, and upload that. We can't find the fight anywhere. It wasn't put on TV like we all thought it was going to be. But that's whatever. That's not really a big deal. So we're hoping to get that out. I'm not sure when. Just to give you all a heads up, on the 27th, we got. Oh, that's coming up. That's this Thursday. So this Thursday, for anybody that tries to consistently watch, which I hope y'all do. This Thursday, the 27th, we got our boy from Sports Testimony. If y'all bet or keep up with betting, whatever, check out Sports Testimony on Instagram. If you go to our page, he's always interactive with our page, so you'll find him easily.
For sure.
We always repost his stuff. He reposts our stuff. He has been hitting like crazy on betting, and I'm not a big better, but he's got me thinking of coming out of retirement because my man just be hitting, and he does the safe bets. He's not going to give you the 9-leg parlays. He does a lot of research, does his 1 and 2, maybe give you a 3 or 4 pick.
Yeah.
And he's been sniping lately. But on the 27th, I think that's this Thursday. Yeah, it is. We got him coming on. We're gonna talk sports. He's gonna give us, some betting insight, what he likes to watch.
He's a Giants fan.
And he's a Giants fan.
We're gonna be talking about, what he likes, what he doesn't like so far, what he think the Giants should do, predictions on the season, and all that other good stuff. That's going to be a great pod. Make sure y'all tune in next Thursday. We're going to have our man Sports Testimony coming on.
Yeah.
And he's going to drop some locks for y'all.
100%. Definitely tap into Tail because the last –
he be making me money.
One of the last ones I hit was off of him, was a parlay. He was like, yo, I know you don't be betting like that. Here's one I think I was really going to hit. I came up a couple of dollars on it, I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, definitely tap in on that one.
And he be doing like daily TikToks as well.
Yeah.
So if you like
he pumps out
TikTok consistently,
he
pumping out a lot of content. So a lot of good picks, a lot of green slips, not a lot of red, a lot of green.
Yeah.
So
and he collabs with a lot of other bigger like real big name sports bettors now. He's on the up and up. So definitely check out our man's. Tap in on Thursday. Check out a stream with him. It's going to be a good one, 100%. And that one we'll probably do same time as usual, 7:30-ish. I'll post on socials whenever. And, you got anything else for us?
Nah. This been Tim.
And Guido.
And we're Brews and Ball. Thank you guys for checking us out.
Yes, sir.
We'll see y'all Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Definitely tap in.